Excuse me, please.
That is SURSTROMMING, rotten herring, world renowned for how bad it smells.
Yeah,
No, fish sauce.
It's pretty bad.
Let me try it.
你把它那么大的都吃下去。Smells like poop.
Okay, smell that.
What's up? It's Andrew from Rip to Shreds. Today we are in Sweden. It's episode 1 of Minskor Munchies, where we tour Minskor around the world and eat local food. We're really playing Grindcore on a Swedish farm. But our story first starts in Maryland. Yesterday. We are at G&M Restaurant, and they are famous for their crab cakes.
Normally, I'm not such a big fan of crab because I'm very lazy, but if all the crab meat's pulled out, it's a very sweet and buttery meat that tastes great.
Squeeze of lemon, just a little bit of Old Bay. That is an insane amount of crab. That's really nice. Look how much meat there is in the center. We are in Helsinki, next to the central station in Helsinki, and on the rocks is just over there. It's a nice city. I like it.
Once again, we are joined by the Mixuma boys, Derek on drums and Mark on guitar and vocals. This venue was honestly way too nice for a bunch of disgusting gore grind bands, but the promoter Ilka mentioned that it was one of the only places you could have a show on a Tuesday night. So we packed a bunch of gore freaks into this nice bar/restaurant. So the promoter kindly arranged for us to get dinner at a nearby Vietnamese restaurant. I was actually a little surprised how much Asian food Helsinki had to offer.
So the broth is nice and rich. And the beef is very tender. I wouldn't have expected to have this kind of Vietnamese food in Finland, but actually my friend was telling me earlier that Korean barbecue is very popular now in Helsinki.
Oppa.
Yeah, there was Oppa earlier. It's the sponsor of the video again. I am playing a very rare local show on the 20th. High voltage San Jose punk shop with Infadel, Choke, some other heavy hard hitters. So I expect to see some of you guys there. And still promoting the new HGT record, Sorry I Am Not From Japan. Check it out. Links, blah, blah, blah. Thanks. Back to the video.
Alright, how many of you motherfuckers are addicted to masturbating?
Me! I'm masturbating right now.
Hell yeah, this is for the Gooners.
你们对芬兰的印象是什么？
非常棒，那个天气很好。北欧想要成为北欧人，谢谢。
So after a short flight, we landed in Stockholm, headed over to the rental car company, who made us wait like an hour, as they said our car was being cleaned, and drove about 40 minutes south to the Handen area. And tonight's show would be taking place at Gula Villan, which is a very vibey DIY spot.
It's very old. Yeah, but there's us white belt, and then there's rich drinker, and then there's people that
So this is a Swedish style pizza?
capricciosa. It's ham and mushrooms and stuff. Yeah. So
Extremely classic pizza.
yeah, since childhood, this has been like the go-to pizza.
Yeah, basically this is like one of the Swedish experiences you can have here.
Yeah.
Swedes put on like the crazy stuff on pizza, like banana and curry, and also like blend with other foods like kebab and stuff. Like put much salad and stuff.
Kebab makes total sense to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
kebab pizza, and
It's
then,
very
you get the pizza salad, like sauerkraut basically.
This is really good too.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
This evening's 表演怎么样？
So fucking crazy.
爽啊！
DIY 最好玩。
观众非常热情。
对。And then the next day, it was off to Oslo, which was about 5 or 6 hours away. Driving through Sweden, I got the impression that it was kind of a flat country, or at least the areas that we drove through weren't very mountainous. All the trees along the way seemed very manicured or very uniform, which I found kind of interesting because at least driving along the west coast here in California, trees seem to just grow all over the place. This is raksmorgas, a pretty traditional Swedish open-faced sandwich that's made with small shrimp, hard-boiled eggs, mayo, lettuce, tomatoes. So I just picked this up at a gas station, but it's definitely not something we get in the States. Honestly, it tastes mostly like egg salad than anything else. I'm not really sure the shrimp is adding much. They're very small shrimp. So the show at Oslo was held at Boksen, a underground bunker, I guess, next to the river. It had one of the craziest speaker setups I'd ever seen in my life, and some really cool graffiti outside. The parking situation was really confusing though. And in general, I found trying to park in Sweden and Norway just so confusing. For dinner, we just went to a kebab place right across the street from the venue. It looked real good, and we didn't really feel like walking 30 or 40 minutes to somewhere else. Whoa. They're doing things American size out here. You can't beat shawarma, no matter where you are. The next day, we didn't have a show, so we just leisurely walked around Oslo for a little bit and had lunch for heading to Gothenburg for the night.
这个跟那个差太多，精致程度。
哇，它这个料已经看不到面包了。对。
So this is the farmer's soup with salty lamb. Very fresh, light vegetable taste. It's very good. I think this is how you eat an open-faced sandwich, but I am not an expert whatsoever.
你们都会用卷饼奶吗？
卷饼很笨，
I like the sweetness of the berries. The dill is definitely an unfamiliar taste for Americans. But it's light and refreshing. Everything tastes great. Who's going to go out of the way to go eat shitty food? Passionfruit donut. The shop clerk told me that the most popular was salted caramel with popcorn donut, but I think that's that's a little bit much for me. But passionfruit. It's a denser type of donut. You can taste that it's more fried, so not much like an American style donut where it's very puffy and airy inside, but shit. My basket went flying.
Kalle had told us about some landmark that we could see on our way to Gothenburg, but we could not find it on the GPS whatsoever. So we just stopped by the side of the road, trying to look for it. But after a while, we just had to give up and keep going.
种东西的地方。
哦，
我不知道为什么。
可是那边有车道可以进去。
没有，要走的。
干。
In Flames is probably the single most important metal band to me because I wouldn't be listening to metal or rock in general without them. I had to make my pilgrimage to 2112, rock bar owned by two of the dudes from In Flames. And inside there's, you know, a whole bunch of cool memorabilia, some of the band members' instruments up on the wall, and it was a really cool atmosphere in there.
This is the Mexican street corn. Though I kind of like it to be like elote and actually on the cob, but it's more like a corn salad, which is not what I was expecting, but it still tastes real good. You can taste the smoke on the meat. The bun is just right, nice and fluffy. Burger is juicy. It's a great burger.
And the next day, we were off to Oland, the second largest island in Sweden. We had to cross a 3.5-mile bridge just to get to it. And actually, Ellen from Birdflesh told me that there's more cows than people on the island. We had to drop off Mark at Muscle Rock first because his other band, Dope Purple, which is like a heavy psych jam band, was playing. And Dope Purple would come join us at Ulen Rots after their set.
Shoot me!
farm itself was a really beautiful and peaceful place. Kalle said they mostly raised horses there. It was kind of a funny contrast between all the brutal blast beats and the pastoral scenery. And I was super stoked to see Sonic Poison because they've been one of my favorite grindcore bands ever since they put out Combat Grind, and I think that must have been almost 10 years ago now. Out in the courtyard, Kalle had hired a couple of vendors to provide drinks and food. And there was this big open fire there cooking chili. And it smelled really fucking good.
Sounds like American chili. Less, I mean, there's tomatoes. But I would say the taste is like more bolognese-ish. Then of course they've got this, it's not ranch. It's something similar to ranch. It's some kind of garlic sauce. Maybe like a thin garlic mayo. But, perfect beer food. Can they get their key out of their car?
Maybe. I think the Viking guy looks pretty professional.
But they have been here 2 hours.
Yeah, granted they have been here 2 hours.
I'm very invested in whether or not he's gonna get the car open.
Yeah. Do you know why the car is locked?
Because you guys left the key inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually the drummer for Discord, Hans, runs a record shop in Oslo called Katakumben. I had actually been to Katakumben about 10 years ago when I was in the middle of writing the first Ripped to Shreds album. I'd gone to purchase a copy of Reptilian's debut, and he suggested that I also check out this Sepultura record because it involves some of the same dudes. And I liked it so much, I ended up ripping off one of the riffs for Craven Blood. So it was really cool to finally see Hans again.
Ja, det var bland så. Potatis.
Ja, vi hade ju lite potatis på spisen.
Fan, du filmar när du smoke.
Surströmming. Ja, det är ju...
So you're not opening it underwater?
No, I'm not a poser. It's the poser way to eat.
It's not okay. It smells like poop.
Really okay. Fish
No.
sauce and stinky tofu. I like it.
Yeah, it's Swedish umami. This is
True.
cultivated man.
Can I try some? Did you try some yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Let's do it.
That's a big piece. Oh, smells pretty bad.
No, fish sauce.
Alltså när de säger en bra sånt där lugnt, när de säger bara sånt där, det är gott alltså.
It's pretty bad.
När de säger en bra...
Let me try it.
Fan vad jag älskar det.
你把它那么大的都吃下去，
It's okay.
It's okay.
看哪有 OK？
很难吃。
It's just too salty, but the smell like just like a fish sauce.
No, smells like poop. This is all poop juice on my hands.
I can smell that.
You didn't seriously think I was going to leave the country without trying Swedish meatballs, did you? I was stuck at the airport for about 6 hours overnight. Luckily, they had a bar and they had food. So, here we are. We are not at IKEA. Had to see what, I guess, elevated Swedish meatballs are like. From here, the butter smell is very apparent. Nicely emulsified, not too salty. Rich meat gravy. Very nice. I'm not sure if the lingonberries go on the meatball. We'll try it that way. Good sweet contrast. These pickles, crunchy, not too wilted. Good contrast, good palate cleanser. This is very good, hearty, staple food. I think that's all I have for today. So, as always, eat ass, blast fast, and next time on Minscore Munchies, we eat the country of Italy.